This is your friend, the Kwame Pobi, coming your way on behalf of the Hacker team, bringing you Hackers Leadership 360. This is where we discuss all things leadership, and this is where we discuss personal development, how to get ourselves to the place where we want to be. And it's my joy, it's my pleasure to welcome you to this episode. In this episode, we are looking at the entitlement mentality. Entitlement mentality. You know that we've been looking at the different mentalities that we have, especially those ones that are toxic, that prevent us from creating the wealth that we want to see and making the impact that we want to see. We've looked at the nomadic mentality, we've looked at also the consumer and materialistic mentality, and in this episode we are looking at the entitlement mentality. Check those videos out if you have not as yet watched them. It's right here on this channel. Just search for them. The first one is delete the toxic mentalities, and then the second one is consumer and materialistic mentality. You will find them very useful to help also your understanding of the different mentalities that could plague your life, that could stand in your way. In this episode, we're looking entitlement mentality, and we'll be talking about what it is. We'll be talking about the Max L, the traits of it. We'll give some examples, and then we'll discuss quickly how to overcome the entitlement mentality. And come with me. Let me begin with these quotes to set the tone. The first one is by Steve Maraboli. Steve Maraboli says that when we replace a sense of service and gratitude with a sense of entitlement and expectation, we quickly see the demise of our relationships, society, and economy. What I love about this quote is the effect and the impact of entitlement mentality. The moment you replace service, giving back, contributing to society, and you have this sense of entitlement, then deterioration begins in your relationships. You begin to kill your society. You begin to kill your economy. Your own finances get depleted. And that is why I love what Steve is saying. Another quote is by another Stephen. This one is Stephen Furtick. Stephen Furtick says that gratitude begins where my sense of entitlement ends. So if I begin to think that I'm not entitled to, and yet I've received this, then my gratitude begins to show. That is where gratitude begins. So we've talked, about these things ahead. Check the other videos for definitions of what a mindset or a mentality is and the toxic mentalities. Check the other videos and just address yourself with them, and so that we can move on to the entitlement mentality. Now, a few years ago, I attended a conference at the National Theatre in Accra. Now, this was an offer that was given to me by one of my fathers, one Air Commodore Dennis Derry. He came and said that there is a program that is on the area that I'm interested in, leadership, and he's got a ticket for me. He wants me to attend, and then I attended this conference at the National Theatre in Accra. One of the speakers, Mr. Bernard Avle, mentioned the entitlement mentality. And for me, that was the very first time I was hearing someone speak about it in that way. Of course, I knew the word, I knew entitlement, I knew mentality, having done psychology and all that, but that entitlement mentality in itself was a concept that was introduced to me for that very first time in that conference. And he talked about how our generation in this time and age, we are suffering from entitlement mentality because we are expecting people to do things for us instead of doing things for ourselves. And fast forward later on, I was on a trip in the Upper East region, Sandema to be specific, and I was privileged to be in the company of some elderly men, and we were having a conversation after a funeral that we had attended. And one of them said something that was really, really, really profound. And it's something that I've kept with me. He said that, look, children of today, because of the entitlement mentality that they have, well, they choose their parents, they choose the kind of parents they want to have. And because they chose you as a parent, you owe it to them to do everything for them. And the man said that, well, you will go and look for a school for them, primary school, secondary school, high school, every level. After that, you have to go and look for university for them. You have to go around and look for a school for them. After you got in the school, they finish the school, it becomes also your duty as a parent to get them a job. Because this generation has that entitlement mentality. And a lot of people move about expecting others to do all these things for them. And I don't know. I bless God. I bless God. I bless God that very early. I remember that even my secondary school, entering secondary school, I had to go look for secondary school for myself. There are people who are expecting if it's done for you, bless your heart. But if you are sitting there waiting, that is where the danger is. That if nobody does it for you, you are just waiting for someone to come in because somebody owes it to you. That is what we are talking about. What is entitlement mentality? The entitlement mentality is a sense of deservingness or being owed a favor when little or nothing has been done to deserve that special treatment. So I feel like you owe this to me. I deserve this kind of treatment, even when I have done nothing to deserve what I'm demanding. So it's that you owe me attitude. You owe me. Someone owes me. Someone is supposed to do that thing or that one for me. It's that mindset that makes people feel victimized all the time. They feel marginalized and they feel like things are not being done for them. Another word that they use for this entitlement mentality is victim mentality. You feel victimized. You feel someone is doing you. You feel someone is obstructing you. You feel someone is not helping you or giving you what they are supposed to. And that is why things are the way. Look, if you do not delete this from your mind, it'll keep you in the same spot. If you don't delete this entitlement mentality from your mind, it will keep you in the same spot. The trait is that you will keep giving excuses and blaming everyone else apart from yourself. Blaming everyone else apart from yourself. You blame everybody. And it's because I'm black and it's because I'm African. That is why this is being done to me. And it's because I'm from that place and I come from this place. Oh, because I'm an orphan and because I'm not well educated, because I'm not been to school. Who even told you being going to school is education? And but some people think that, oh, because I'm not being to school, that is why things are not working for me. And because I'm from a poor family and my background is poor in our community, we are the poorest, and because I'm not handsome or because I'm not beautiful and I'm too tall, and some people think, oh, because I'm too short and I'm too slim and I'm too fat and so on and so on. And it's all about excuses and excuses and blaming it on others and not checking what can I do to get myself where it is that so dear friend, every excuse that you give yourself, just be aware there are millions of others there who have worse circumstances than your situation, who are making it in life. Those circumstances that you say are so bad, some situations, some people, their situations are worse than what you have. But let me give you an example. The first, some five examples. The first example I want to give is where if you are the type who expect that same rules, same laws that apply to others shouldn't be applied to you. When it gets to you, there should be an exception. Oh, my case is an exceptional case. I'm black, and I'm a single parent, and I'm an orphan. So when these rules are supposed to apply to everyone else, they should not apply to me. So if everyone is starting from the bottom, no, I shouldn't start from the bottom. I'm entitled to starting from the top because I'm poor, because of where I come from. They should allow me. So people should bend the rules. That is one of the things that shows. It's just an example of having that entitlement mentality. Number two is that you feel seriously disturbed when people ask you for any favor. But when you do, it's just something small. When people ask of you, hey, you're asking too much of me. But when you ask people for favor, you expect that, oh, they should treat it as something small. It's no big effort. That when you see things like that, this kind of attitude begin to check. It's an entitlement mentality. Number three, when you are working in groups, these kinds of individuals, they are working in groups, and when things go well, they want to take all the credit. Anytime we gather together, hey, I should be the leader. I should be the one directing things, and I should be the one, in charge and running things and dictating to everybody and assigning everybody roles and doing nothing. When credit comes, I should be the one. See, that is also a mark of having that entitlement mentality. Number four is when you expect people to be more interested in you and what's your agenda than you being interested in other people's agenda. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you. But here is where you think that people should be interested in you and what you want and your agenda, my dreams, my goals, and my expectations, and what I want should be taken cognizance of. People should treat as serious what I want. In Akan, they say that one ma yonko entrankwa endu. If you don't allow your friend, your neighbor to cut across and pass, you will not also be able to cut your path to where you want to get to. Do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Number five, mark is you when you inconvenience others without thinking. It's so easy for you. It's so easy. You have an appointment and you forget. And people feel comfortable to say that, oh, I forgot. And they think that is an excuse. See, you forgot. You have an appointment, you have a date, you're supposed to meet, and you have no decency to even call and say that I'm going to be late. You just cancel. And repeatedly you do that because you are taking the other person for granted. If it were you, people should be there. People should be there. And it's an entitlement mentality. People should show up for you. And when you have to show up for others, then it becomes a problem. It's an entitlement mentality that you have. And if you want to overcome, I have a few suggestions for you. And you want to consider, how do I get this entitlement mentality out of my way? Number one, my friend, stop comparing yourself to others. And this is where I want to pause and encourage you. If you have not subscribed as yet, subscribe to this channel. Let's grow together. Let's build ourselves together. Share this video with other people. But how do you overcome entitlement mentality? Number one, I said, stop comparing yourself to others. Remember, you are unique. You are a unique individual with different makeup and all that, and you can accomplish your goals. So stop numbering yourself by others and comparing yourself by others. No, you're going to feel you're a failure. You're going to feel some defeatish things, and that is going to make you feel that everyone should look in my direction, everyone should give to me, everyone should give to me because the others are more blessed than I am. And you feel that, so don't compare. You are also blessed in your own way. Look in that direction and count your blessings. Number two, don't live in the past. Most of the time, there are some things that happened in the past, not very well resolved, and those challenges that we didn't handle very well, sometimes they come in and affect our outlook in life. Don't be living in the past. I'm not saying you won't remember them, but don't live there. Don't live in the past. They're supposed to inform you. Those experiences are supposed to guide you, but don't live in that state. Number three, practice treating others with respect, with compassion, and with gratitude. When you're dealing with others, let there be respect, let there be compassion, let there be gratitude. Be genuinely kind to others and commit to acts of selflessness. just so that others can benefit. Giving, giving, giving. Look for opportunities to be kind to others without expecting a favor in return. And the interesting thing is that if you do to others not expecting favor in return, others feel freer and more comfortable to return the same goodness to you. And that is the third one that I want to. So practice treating others with respect, compassion, and gratitude. Number four, celebrate the successes of others. Celebrate the successes of others. Celebrate the successes of others. People succeed in something. Celebrate what they have achieved. Okay. Even in most difficult times, there are times when it seems like things are not going well. There are times that you're not accomplishing what you want to accomplish, and you're even feeling like you're a failure. That is the time to look out for what others are succeeding in and give them that push. Celebrate their success. Celebrate their success. Friend, this is where I wrap it all up for you. We've talked about the entitlement mentality, how it manifests. We talked some examples, and we've talked about some of the things that can help you. First one, stop comparing yourself to others. Number two, don't live in the past. Number three, practice treating others with respect, compassion, and gratitude. And number four, celebrate the successes of others. And that is our teaching on entitlement mentality. The next episode, we'll be looking at the salary mentality. The salary mentality, and you want to just stick and stay with us. I'll catch you in the next episode. Share this video with somebody, and if you've not subscribed yet, do so. Click on that subscribe button, click on that bell button, and also be part of this growth and this experience that we are having here on this channel. I'll see you again. Take care of yourself, stay safe, and stay blessed. Bye bye.